Once upon a time, there was a Minecraft server, and the good people of the server were bloomin' awesome. This is Avotopia, and oh my goodness, the finale of this season is incredible. Let me show you. If you want to get involved in the next season of Avotopia and become part of this incredible community, then everything you need to know is on avomance.com or my Discord. All the links are down there in the description. Go and have a look. Open to Redstone patrons and above. We would love to have you as part of the team. All good things come to an end, but what an end. I'm going to blow you away with some of the most incredible survival builds on a public server you have ever seen. Probably. My thanks to Godlike Host for supporting this video. More about that shortly, and again, links in the description. So, in absolutely no particular order, let's go. This is Mama May, and it is just a simply striking Chinese village. Beautiful architecture, great block palette choice. I love what's happened here, the prismarine, all of that mangrove wood. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Even the front with the triple Tory gate dock, it's just lovely. Let's go in through the front and see what we can find. And as we wandered down the main street, the first thing we see here is the cartographer in front of his big old map. Inside here, we've obviously got a sugarcane farm that gets auto-crafted into paper, so you can trade with this fella. Perfectly sensible, that. Like that idea. Oh, no, don't open all the gates. We'll let him out. And then we've got all these other buildings as well. Some of them functional, some of them just decorative. A lot of them set up for trading, but in such a beautifully natural way. And your eye is drawn across the entirety of the build because it's not all the same colour. You kind of pulled from left to right. It's complex but simple. I really love it. But I have been told in no uncertain terms by Mama May, and if Mama May tells you to do something, you do it, that I need to come into the main house. And once inside, I need to go down. So we've got some, oh this is lovely, some awesome storage with chests and some armor stands, etc. That's really, really nice. All of our book storage and an exit to the outside. But as most builds have, we have got additional depth. We've got even more storage underneath that. This one keeps on going because if we go over here, we can go down to the farms and go even more stuff. This is brilliant. Oh, I love the use of these blocks here. Look at that. That's a really nice effect. We tend not to think about using kelp blocks for building, but actually they're really effective. They're a great colour. A potion maker, and then we go through to other farms as well. More sugarcane, a cactus farm. You notice the way that we've got those blocks there with the pistons. That's a really good way to turn off your cactus farm. Sometimes you've just got enough cactus. Just stop making it. It can reduce lag on a big server, and it's really good to be able to turn any farm off. Cocoa beans, and then we go down even further. I mean a really long way. Because this is a farm that most people don't normally think about. It's a glow squid ink farm. You see the little gates up there? We press that button. That is going to signal to the top to release a load of water, very much like a guardian farm would. We can then come and throw this little hidden lever just there. That sets off our minecart with hopper, and that collects up any glow squid that spawn up in those water columns, and as a result fall down, give their ink out, and we say thank you very much to that. This is the top of the farm where the dispensers are, and it's also acting as a slime farm with the slimes killed on those campfires just there after spawning on these platforms here. Mama May has pretty much done every farm there is, including more farms hidden in a ravine. And then if we follow the boys that move away from the pier, we're going to find the other big build that we saw on that map, the Water Dragon Guardian Farm. Isn't it gorgeous? This water dragon's just superb, built by Healing Monkey for Mama May. It's just a really fantastic design. Thank you so much, Mama May. It is brilliant to have you on the server. Fantastic to have you as part of the community. Always be you. Let's pop off to the next one. This video is sponsored by Godlike Host. I've had a lot of experience with Minecraft hosting providers, and many have great features. Recently, I came across Godlike Hosting, and I really like their options. There's a Minecraft server format for almost everybody, and those that don't see a ready-made option can create their own. It's amazing. It handles mods, redstone, mobs, Everything works, no lag spikes, no weird downtime, and the console is super clean. If you're building something big or playing with friends, it just makes sense to have your own space. The prices are super competitive too. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can try before you buy with a free server, yet free, to test out, to see how it all works and check you're happy first. I don't know if anybody else does that. I've dropped the link below, so go host your Minecraft server like a god. Now let's get back to the video. And when you place the warp coordinates in for Hot Pocket space, you end up in here. And you'd be forgiven for thinking that it was just a tiny little house, but you'd be wrong. And this is why. And before I start, I am not doing this justice. I know I am not doing this justice because this thing is mental. It's bigger than anything I've ever done, that's for sure. It is a complete cave transformation. When I say cave, I don't just mean like a hole in the ground. I mean a place where you could probably drop London, Bangkok, Tokyo and New York all at the same time. It's massive. And HP, I know at the end you're going to think, you didn't see this, you didn't see that, you didn't see this. I know, and I'm sorry, there's just so much. Hot Pocket is a hugely impressive Minecraft builder. She's got incredible imagination, she's got great skills, she's got a love of palette and colour, and it just works so well. There is just so much to look at. No detail has been left unturned. Is that even a phrase? Well, it is now. So many different buildings that stand out, but this cobblestone, bamboo and jungle wood butcher shop is just beautiful, isn't it? Look at it. Apparently it sources its pork from the nether regions, which sounds uncomfortable. Let's go and see. Yep, so looks to me like we've got some zoglins. These are weird looking things, zoglins, aren't they? But just think about the effort it takes to get hoglins through. And there's such a mix of styles as well. From this Chichen Itza style pyramid, very Mayan vibes coming out of that, which houses a kelp farm, to the more Adobe style buildings using wool, concrete and concrete powder. I love these are brilliant. And some beautifully decorated mineshaft areas. I might have to magpie some of this. And you would have thought that was enough, but no. HP, she likes to build upstairs and downstairs. Everything overland is also there. I mean, some custom trees, some massive buildings, huge farms. Have you got no life? Seriously, this is absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. By the way, I've said this in a previous video. I love this little building, even though it's in birch. HP, that was just for you. And a little nod to Viva La Dirt League. Great YouTube channel, that one. Seriously though, who keeps Ravagers as pets? Hot Pocket does. I've said it before, I'll say it again. HP, you're brilliant. Superb building. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do next season. Let's move on. And this is Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse's base is awesome, and it's grown a bit since last time I was here. But I'm going to start in the central square. Now, people that know me know that I love an exterior landscaping, gardeny type thing because I think the buildings are fantastic, but without something on the outside, what is the point? And DM has not disappointed. I love the way he's landscaped all around his area of his base. It is just gorgeous. And if I use magic to levitate, you can get a much better view because we have got some big old buildings going on here. And DM has walled everything with this prismarine spruce deep slate combo wall that just repeats in its pattern. I really, really love it. And can I also just comment on the combo of biomes that we've got here? The ice spikes biome along with the green biome on the left hand side. It's a great place to build because the different biomes give you different feels. It's just a really nice atmosphere. And an arboretum reminiscent of the one on the Mushroom Island that DM built as well. I'm doing a separate tour video for the community build on the Mushroom Island, by the way. I'll link it down in the description. I don't know if this video is going out first or the Mushroom Island going out first, not sure, but they're going to link to each other, so do watch them both. I also really love this dark tower, the contrast it gives to the medieval style of most of the other build versus that. I mean, it's just magical, isn't it? I recognise that iron farm. And then, as if that wasn't all enough, we have got these two towers. They're Patronus towers. Well, they're not, but they're like the Patronus towers, but they are just a huge scale of build. What gorgeous, gorgeous idea, combining all of that copper in with the prismarine and the blackstone. Really, really nice. And as if that wasn't enough, there's still more. I think DM's got some kind of block addiction because he's carried on building outside the walls and created more walls outside those walls. This gatehouse, by the way, isn't it fantastic? You know you're coming up to the city if you're coming up to that. And the way we've incorporated the walls into the landscape, Fantastic. I really, really love the way you've done that. DM, I'm properly looking forward to see what you get up to in the next series. I really enjoy your building style, so it's going to be fantastic, I'm sure. Let's drop off to the next spot. Next up, we've got Catalorana, and this place looks pretty big. I'm told there is a book. Let's have a little peek. The Grand Avomance Hotel. Oh my goodness, have a look. This season of Avomance was inspired by the movie The Grand Budapest Hotel. I love that movie. If you know the movie, you'll find some similarities with the design. Didn't have a chance to finish it. Big projects take a lot of time. I agree with you. I was talking with some members of the server about the project, but never mentioned what the reference of the construction of the season was. I really hope you enjoy it. The player started, or maybe you recognise someone familiar. Watch out for the holes. You know if there are holes, I'm going to fall down them, right? So let's have a good snout around. We'll start on the bottom area. What just strikes me first is the sheer size of this build. We've got a huge kind of play area. Look, you've got the stage at the front. You've got all the seats where people can come and see. And we've got some of the mod team in there for the server doing some kind of skit on the front. I love that. That's brilliant. And then on the other side, we've got, what a great floor though. I mean, seriously, how much mining would you have had to do to get all of that? Isn't it gorgeous? We've got some villagers over here. This villager is clearly, oh, his name's Luke. Hello, Luke. Luke is a master trader and he wants to trade all kinds of things. I can also hear a growling. Luke, what's that growling? But upstairs, I think we've got even more. The pink wood here with the cherry wood. Isn't that great? I love that combination. And upstairs we've got, oh bless them, look, they're all sat inside some, I think these were probably going to be, I think this might have something to do with the generation of iron. What do you reckon? And we've got more poor villagers just suspended up in the ceiling, connected to this food farm. The grand scale of this building is genuinely quite boggling. There is so much to it, so much room. Such a shame Catalorana didn't get to finish it, but that's okay. The impressiveness of the build is not taken away by that. I'm going to go out the doors because I know outside is just as good. Because we have got this grand front area with all of these windows, and you can see the word grand at the top. And if we go a little bit higher, Avomance. How cool is that? I'm shooting out. This is a beautiful piece of architecture. Let's keep going backwards and further back and further back. Do you see the scale of this build? It's not just a hotel. It's on an entire huge platform. And the platform is entirely hollow. Just think of the amount of time this took. We've got all the trees that kept getting planted and replanted to be able to build it around the back. We've also got a little place for animals and flowers outside in the greenhouse, and another building on the other side that looks like it was going to be super grand. I'll even forgive the use of these bird poo blocks. The Grand Avomance Hotel would have been a superb place to stay. Thanks so much, Catalorana, for all the effort that you have put into that. And I am so looking forward to what you produce in the next one, because the next one is going to be big. Before we jump on to the next incredible build, I just want to say thank you to Godlike Host for supporting this video. Godlike Host provide Minecraft servers, and we are moving the next season of Avomance onto Godlike because their product is brilliant. Virtually zero lag. No matter how much you build in there, the lag just doesn't come. Really fast, really smooth. It's really superb servers. I'm really excited for the next season of Avotopia because of Godlike's product. So if you wanted to set up your own server, I really recommend them. There is a link down in the description below that can help you out. Now let's go and see the next mental build. And our next stop is Zibraxis. Zibraxis, a massive member of the community, and I'm told I've just got to walk through this door. I don't know if I trust him or not. This is Zib's first base, and it is the small one apparently. So if I just jump down here, we've got, oh, this is really nice. I love, is that supposed to be Netflix? How cool is that? We've got the Netflix logo. We've got some nice little side rooms coming off here with some great pictures. This is a really nice little build. We've even got a toilet because, you know, everybody's got to have a poo. That looks very steamy. I might get in the hot tub. There we go. I feel like it might be a bit deep for me. Although I am told that under one of these doors, there's a secret. Well, that doesn't look very secret. Oh, hang on a minute. What's that? Let's have a little peek. I have genuinely no idea what is down here. It's another open room. Oh, this is quite interesting. So we've got all of our enchanting set up here with floating candles. That is very Hogwarts. We love that. Over this side, we've got a room with a crafting table in it, because everybody needs a room with a crafting table in it. And because there's not enough magic in the world, we've obviously got potion making as well. Going past the big Netflix telly again, we come through to a big sunken, not just a dining room, but a sunken dining room, because posh dining rooms go down, not just up. And then as we carry on, he said this was a small base. There's nothing small about this base. Zib just doesn't do small. And we've got all of this huge storage. I mean, this storage goes on forever. How much stuff did you collect, mate? Seriously. Finishing up with the nether portal. And like I said, this was his small base. This is the start of his bigger base, because everybody does a bigger base by starting off with a guardian farm, right? We love that prismarine. And Zib's put another couple of little sections around his guardian farm as well, just walled off that bit and put some light in it, because, you know, why not? And then on this side, we've also got another hollowed out bit where we've got loads of wood being farmed. Not just wood though, all kinds of stuff. But before you go through to the wood farm, you can use this water vator, which I'm told I must use to go up to another level. It's quite a long one, isn't it? Blimey, I'm glad the bubbles are in there, otherwise I'd have drowned by now. This one's massive. Where are we? Oh, we've come out to like a mezzanine level, look. And this is one of 4 mazes that Zib was going to build. He got this one done. And I love a maze, me. I mean, actually, it's one of the things that I really, really enjoy building in Minecraft is a maze. I've got to be honest with you. Anybody else, in the comments, do you like building mazes in Minecraft and challenging your friends with them? I think there's a lot worse... Oh, wrong end. I think there's a lot worse things to do with your time. They're great fun. I should do this more. One more level above that maze area, we've got this storage area, and I love the use of warped wood and barrels. The combo works so well, doesn't it? Especially when it's used with deep slate. This door has rather articulately been called the south door, and outside not only do we have a nether portal, but we have some stairs, some spiral stairs that take us up to the next level. I'm glad these iron bits are here, otherwise I'll fall off. And this is the place of Zib's castle, complete with a fancy fish tank. Zib also did an incredible build on the Shroom Island, which features in the other video. I really recommend you go and have a look at it. It's brilliant. Zibraxis are the Fae. Without you, this server would be less. Thank you very, very much for being a part of it. What on earth are you going to get up to next time? Look at this, the structure, the castle on top, the stuff underneath, down to the Guardian Farm. I love what you've done here. That is so much work. Let's get on to the next one. And this is the base of Sepphoris. And yeah, I'm trying to go up so you can see it. It's massive. And by massive, I mean like actual massive. It's so big, it's got its own gravity. This is just the main building. Yeah. This is a main building. It's not all of it. It's a main building. I'm going to go inside this in just a minute, but I want to turn around and show you what else there is first. Because we've got all of this other area as well, including a 4-chamber food farm, a kelp farm, a town square with a great fountain, a grey brick townhouse hiding a sugarcane farm and a bamboo farm, a mud brick and crimson wood building that amongst other things houses a melon and a pumpkin farm, an outside bamboo farm, a bone meal farm, villager trading, a lava farm and a super smelter, and a Hollywood style sign telling everybody that comes anywhere near who is responsible for this amazing build. But I do want to take you inside here because this is bonkers. And not just because of the giant dragon egg or the Natural History Museum style skeletons in the foyer. I love the way that you've done this Triceratops, by the way. But what is super incredible about this building is not just the architecture and the amazing palette. It's the fact that Seth has managed to get every possible collectible block in the game into this building, including all of the colour and shape variants, so all of the beds, all of the concrete powders, all of the concretes themselves. In here you're going to find every painting, every dye, every wall block, every glazed terracotta, all the redstone mechanisms, the different amethyst stages, all of the different goat horns, every single music disc in the game of this version, all the crafts of all the woods. You can see what I'm getting at. And possibly the biggest flex, beacon pyramids made out of, well, pretty much every ore block in the game. Some of them functional, some of them not. I mean, what's going on here? And right at the end, on a pedestal, the netherite stuff. Sepphoris, you and I need to have a conversation about touching grass, but what an incredible place you've made. I love this. This architecture is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so, so much. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what you do next time. It's time to go and visit the next Avotopian. Next up, we have the temple of KGS Mrs. Hart. Now, I could go outside through the door, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go through this hole here and down the steps. If I can actually get down the steps, there we go. We're going down the steps. And you'll notice we kind of in a relatively small area. But if we come out here, we've got a few little, I don't know, bridgey type things going on. This is new since last time I was here. And a tower. I quite like this. We'll investigate this a little bit later. Let's come down and go even further into the depths of this place. Oh, yep. We've got another little bridge coming off. We've got some nice buildings going on the outside. We'll talk about that in just a minute as well. Close the door because that's rude not to. And then we come down to this next level. And this next level says, you're stopping here, mate. Pick a door. So let's pick a door and come outside. And we can come down these nice, very attractive cherry steps, slabby steps. But there's a blooming great big hole at the bottom with a light. Did a meteor hit? I don't know. But I genuinely love that tower. Isn't it gorgeous? Look, let me just come up. We've got kind of the little pods off the side, little pod off that side. That is such a gorgeous build there, KGS Miss Hart. It's really, really beautiful. Congratulations. I like the fact that you've decorated up in this kind of warped type nether area as well. It just gives it a completely different feel. But we've got so much else to look at here. Look at that. In fact, this area is so big, I literally don't even know where to start. Which means I either have to spend a lot of time on just a couple of things or not very much time on as much of it as I possibly can. I'm going to go for covering as much of it as I possibly can. I hope that's okay, KGS Mrs. Hart, and I made the right decision. First off, pink, purple and sparkly. Pretty much sums up KGS Mrs. Hart as I know her. The world's most glitzy library. I love the combination of the copper and the nether woods there. That's gorgeous. And the way we are linking up all of the buildings with this great external environment, well pathed. We've got great texture on that pathway. This is great. I really, really like it. Combination of deep slate and end stone. That is a winner. This house has got an inhabitant that doesn't look very happy about it. This pink and blue combination, very Barbie, but isn't it fantastic? With a really lovely interior as well. And this church, fantastic. Keeping the pink and purple theme throughout, but it's just gothic and gorgeous all at the same time. And the shape of the spire just makes me think of the Sagrada Familia in Spain. It's gorgeous. And with all this glitz and glamour, it's no good just building it. You have got to mine out the amethysts in entire geodes all in one go. That's mental, but what a fantastic design idea that was. Oh, look. Spawner. And we've still not finished. We've got farms, we've got great looking buildings, we've got all kinds of different shapes. It is just brilliant. And a use of carpet that I don't think I've seen before. And it looks a little bit weird close up, but when you come out a little bit, it's actually really gorgeous. How cool is that? And it's holding up this kind of lava-y pedestal-y thing at the top. Love it. Still not had enough? How about a custom tree? But as if all that wasn't enough, we have got this incredible Mayan temple. Isn't it beautiful? The detailing is superb. And inside it holds lots of secrets. It's really sweet. KGS Mrs. Hart has said created by Avo, because I did a similar build to this in a tutorial a little while ago, but she has totally outdone me as far as I'm concerned. This is fantastic. Look at it. I featured this in another video and also in stream before. So if you're not following me on stream, you're missing out on stuff. It is Twitch/Avomance. So the link is in the description and you might even get the opportunity to kill me. So come and follow me. Let's come up to the next level, which is slightly smaller as you would expect on a pyramid, but equally absolutely beautiful use of concrete powder, all of this black stone. It's just really, really lovely. The ceiling is fantastic. Notice the string. That stops all the concrete falling on my head. That's fairly important because I wouldn't really want that. Let's come up to the next level. We've got all kinds of detailing going on around the outside as well, including different types of armor trims as well. And KGS Mrs. Hart wanted a little bit of the limelight. How you doing? It's good to see you. This level has got even more detailing on it. And if we have a quick little peek outside, look, you can see you come outside onto the temple as well. Just close them back in. And more armor trims. This one, Dune Gold. I actually really like that one. Next level, we keep on going. Extra armor trims here. That Spire Redstone one, that's beautiful. And then we go up again and we get a bit of a mezzanine level up near the top. This is another absolutely gorgeous trim, the Coast Diamond with Netherite. Isn't it gorgeous? The different pots as well. This is like a proper collector's area. Some really nice decoration. Great use of deep dark block as well. Loving what you're doing here, Mrs. H. And let's not forget that gorgeous blue lit flame right at the top that you can see for miles. Amongst all the other builds, Mrs. H, this is your triumph. Absolutely gorgeous piece of building and took, well, a very long time. I totally cannot do this place justice, so just congratulations, KGS Mrs. Hart. Just congratulations. It's amazing. Goodness only knows what you're going to achieve on the next server, but I'm really looking forward to it. Let's go visit the next base. Next up, we have Sohoil, and I really love Sohoil's building style. The theme of the spawn area for this season was Japanese, and Sohoil decided to absolutely run with it, and, well, it's blown me out the water. The build is so big and so detailed and so huge, I can't get it in one screen. If I could, it would be the thumbnail of this video, but it's just stunning. Particularly love this flight of balloon lanterns. They're just fab. They're glowing in the dark as well. If it was nighttime, you'd be able to see they glow for miles. It's just beautiful. And it spans such a massive area. You can kind of follow the wall around to try and pick up most of it. But the amount of block placement that we've got in here, the number of lanterns that we've got in here, the mangrove forest that sacrificed themselves to be able to make this. Japan would be proud. And the struts inside as well. It's not just hollow, it's great. I love the effect these wooden struts give. And it just snakes through the landscape. We've even got turns. Now this is hard. Building on a turn like that takes great levels of skill, so I'm super impressed with that. We've not just done the buildings, we've done gardens to match, with contrasting mud brick pagodas as well. Aren't they great? And then you have got this absolutely fantastic central temple. It's just mind-blowing. And if I walk around the outside, you get a real feeling of Japan as you do. But when I go inside, this is where it all gets a little bit special, because inside here we have got a huge custom tree, cherry blossom tree that is, I mean, it's just brilliant. The shape, the organic life in this, the use of different blocks that don't really belong on a tree, just works so well. It's fantastic. Multiple levels to be able to come up and explore. It's a really complex build, and this takes you back outside, and then you can come up more levels yet again to explore this labyrinth of a building. So much work. Some of them have even made to look fortress-like, with big stone brick walls supporting up the temples. That's great. With beautifully textured pathways connecting all of it, and all of this is properly landscaped. This isn't how it stood. This is how he found it. Oh no, he's landscaped it. Oh look, Temple Village. He tells you where you got to go. With extra custom waterfalls in case that wasn't enough. Some people in Minecraft can build. Some people in Minecraft can really build. Sohoil falls into the second group. It's just beautiful. Thank you so much, Sohoil. I really appreciate all the effort that you've put into this and everything that you give out to the community as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you next season, which has already started. So what on earth are you building even as I speak? I could literally stay here all day, but there's other people to see, so let's go. I am told that the trek up this mountain is worth it to Rose Koi Koi's place, and it absolutely is. In amongst this giant tiger biome, we have got a really pretty house. Look at that. The use of the wood here, it just works so well. It's frontiers-like, it's in keeping. The use of the cobble offset against that spruce, that's really lovely. There's also a second building out the back, and in here we find all of Rose's storage. Again, I like the sunken use of these steps to get your crafting table just half up there. That's lovely. Crafting, storage, really nice roof detail as well. A lot of people forget to do the inside of the roof, myself included. So I love the fact that you did that. The detailing on this is brilliant. It's not overstated. It's just enough to make it stand out. The windows are perfect. The way that it is set, the footprint, the shape, Really, really beautiful build. Thank you, Rose, for getting involved in the server. I really love your building style, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do next season. And it's time to leave the giant tiger biome, which is a real shame because it's one of my favourite biomes, and go and meet up with someone else. And using the warp that I've been given, it brings me out here. This is Gertrude's base. Massive storage. I love the use of basalt. The colours of the purple and the black work really, really well. And this grand opening of a room with the beacon going up the middle. We've got different textures in all the corners. We've got the nether portal, multiple nether portals. That's just greedy. Why have one when you can have two? And then we've got the throne here, which, well, apparently cats rule. And inside here we've got some more nether based area. The colour palette here is beautiful. I love it already. And there is genuinely so much to explore. Different farms, little ones, big ones, all for getting lots and lots of resources with lots of different levels as well, including an awesome map room, some very grand living and dining, and everyone's got to sleep, right? But what's awesome about this is the exterior shaping, the detail, the use of purple against black. It just looks so effective. It's incorporated into the landscape, although this landscape isn't all natural. It's been made to look natural and incorporated into the landscape, which is a skill beyond most Minecraft builders, almost certainly including myself. I've got to be honest, this is really, really clever. The use of organics and colour just to offset the use of all these flowers. If I carry on around the other side, the walls continue, and then the walls get built up into the other parts of the wall as well. So it looks like it's fortressized, and if that's not a word, it should be, into the landscape. We've also got more buildings on the other side, like this little church that I will forgive the use of bird poo, and a field with windmills and outhouses. It's absolutely gorgeous, Gertrude's, and I love the fact that you've structured it to become part of the landscape, not just a building plonked onto the landscape. But what we're going to do now is we're going to head across this bridge. Gertrude's, thank you so much. Really looking forward to what you do next season, because across this bridge, and let's look at this bridge. I mean, this bridge in itself is brilliant, right? But it's not even a bit part. But we have got another little area here that has been beautifully landscaped with moss and grass and all kinds of stuff like that. And this is the beginning of the Thunderboo zone, where Gertrude's and Thunderboo came together. And then Thunderboo had a bonkers idea of making a dye farm and a flower farm, which, well, I mean, this baffles me, because under the ground you have got redstone going left, right, and goodness only knows where else. All of it culminating in this tower, because all the products of those farms come into this tower for storage. Now that is so blooming clever, because they're even controlled from this tower as well. Not the farms, no, that would be too easy. Let's control them from a distance. And this poor fella's been trapped here for ages. This on its own would be a pretty impressive build. But this is Thunderboo we're talking about. So I'm going to go across this bridge, because on the other side of this bridge, we've got more stuff, including some giant mushrooms and a really, really giant icy peak. And this is where Thunderboo lives. Trying to think of those fantasy creatures that live in mushrooms. I don't want to say gnome, because that would be terrible. I also really want to point out this broken geode that's being used as a beacon. I mean, it's not a broken geode, it's been made, but isn't it fantastic the way that that has been designed? It's so simple, so effective, so very, very natural and part of the landscape. I'm totally going to be magpieing that. It is fantastic work. And when you stand just in the middle of it and just look around up at the mushrooms, the custom trees, the mountains, and even that dandelion that's being blown away with all the clocks, isn't that just so satisfying? Thunderboo, I am so respectful of you as a builder. You've got amazing ideas, you've got great talent, you've got such an eye for the artistic element of Minecraft. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do next season, because it's going to be fantastic. And again, like so many of these builders, Thunderboo had a massive part in the mushroom biome community build that I've got a separate video for, so don't miss that. Let's keep going and see someone else. I've teleported into Poriscar's base, and I found a base that consists of basically 5 torches. I think something is afoot, or a hand, or a kneecap, or an elbow, but something's going on. My instructions are to head dead west across the ocean out of this desert area. I've got literally no idea what I've got coming to me whatsoever. I've come all the way out past the edge of the coral reef. It's just coming to the edge now, although it does seem to be still coming at me. But I've not seen any... Oh, hang on. Oh, there's something here. What have we got? Hold on a minute. This looks very familiar looking. Very, very familiar looking, in fact. Now, I don't know if anybody watched it, but I once did a 100 days video where I was on a raft. It was like a modded thing, and I could collect stuff from the sea. And I built up something. I got to about day 69, and then something terrible happened. Something terrible to do with a ladder that was very similar to this. I was climbing said ladder, and I reckon I was... Poroscar can tell me in the comments, no doubt. I reckon I was probably, and let me just suss it, probably about here. And I went off the ladder and I landed. Except for this one, I was in survival, not creative, because I wasn't doing a tour. And it didn't end well. Let's just say it never got to day 70. Because there was all kinds of things going on here that I hadn't catered for. There were witches and there were creepers. And it just went really, really horribly wrong. But we have got I think, an exact replica of that island down to the little farms that I made, these little crop farms that I made, the tree farms in each corner, the main base area with the glass. Hang on, let's go through. The main base area with the glass, even where I've put stuff to store. It's exactly the same. Oh my goodness. This is really quite cool. I'm not saying I'd forgotten this particular thing that I'd done, but it wasn't where I wanted it to finish. Hello, villagers. It wasn't where I wanted it to finish, unfortunately. It was really kind of just getting started and then horror struck. But Poroscar has captured it in, well, in perfect detail. That's really cool, Poroscar. I can't believe you did that. That's a serious homage. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping that your mob farm doesn't cause problems the way mine did. Look, you even put the little pattern at the top like I did. And you did the unconventional 3-wide gap that I did as well. I do that because I want that kind of 3x3 hole so spiders can fall down. It does work, I promise. Poroscar, I genuinely don't know what to say. This is really cool. Thank you for building this. It's given me some memories, some good ones and also some bad ones. But that's really brilliant. Thank you. I think it's time we went somewhere else before I end up tearing up. We have come somewhere very different to see Infinity Minimal's first thing. And Infinity Minimal is a genius, so this is going to be good. So just to get a bit of history for what's going on there, those magma donuts up there, well, they were built by Zibraxis as the gold farm for the community. And the crafting and barter farm was built by Infinity off the side of that. The original design for that was Potato Noir on YouTube, who's actually a very, very good farm designer. But this is how it works. I'm just going to have a quick skizz around here. So it's currently in barter mode. We've got the lever here. The barter mode is down, but gold mode is up. So let's have a play. Let's turn that onto gold mode and see what actually happens. Because I've got to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen this one, which is terrible. Gold farm working in a fairly classic way. They all spawn in on the donuts. They get attracted by the eggs, fall down, go into the crushy type doodah thing going on down there, and then they drop their stuff, and then all the gold goes in towards the hoppers and gets collected. And it looks like it all comes down, following down to get stored in this shulker. Yeah, not half. Gets crafted and stored in this shulker as gold blocks. So let's pop that back down again so that goes into barter mode. I'm assuming this still works. That doesn't turn this on and off, does it? Surely not. No, we still should have spawning going on. Yep, we still got spawning going on up there. They're going to walk in, they're going to fall down, and I'm assuming that means that the gold that they then make gets pushed down, ready for bartering by these guys that then barter their way into giving us loads of stuff. Gonna be honest, this is way beyond my head, but it looks brilliant. I love all this complex stuff. It's some of my favourite things in Minecraft is watching some of these really decent big farms going. And obviously mobs that can kill you, falling to their death, is always a pleasure. I'm told by Infinite that he wants to add on a dried ghast section to the end of this, because obviously with the new versions, dried ghasts are going to be bartered as well, and they just fall off into the end. They're not going to be in this version because we're pre-dried ghast at the moment. So that'll be interesting to see. Infinite has also made some awesome stuff over on the Shroom server that I've done in that separate video. It is linked down below, I promise. Do go and watch it, but watch it when you finish watching this, because there's something on there that's absolutely brilliant and blew my mind so much that I made a short out of it. Now, Weirlig has told me to come and visit their base, and they've said it's nothing particularly grand, but if I know Weirlig, I suspect that he's a big fat fibber, because I reckon he's probably built something that's a little bit more than not very... In fact, I can already see over here that this is something other than not very grand. It's blooming massive. Weirlig, you are a fibber. You've got some dock. I mean, even the docks on their own would be impressive, but you've done something a little bit more than not very grand. Let's just have a look around the outside first, because I love the use of this barked wood from the nether. I mean, the crimson and the warped, it's just really, really nice combo to be used there with blackstone. I mean, it's really, really lovely. And then when you edge it off with this kind of sheer drop that you've got with this cobble that I think you've just grown. Is this just grown yourself up loads of vines? I think it is. And then you've got all of this glass as well with the glowstone underneath it. And that's just the outside. That's before we even get in. You've got yourself some fountains with some fairly significant... The amount of work it takes to get all of this glass though, seriously. Now the central area here, this kind of castle thing, is welcome to combat school. Now, I don't know if this is an homage to something that I'm not aware of, but I love the design. All these nether woods really work well together, don't they? I know you're using it on the outside, but to continue on the inside is brilliant. We've got this glazed terracotta in the middle, which goes really beautifully with the design, actually. I'm not normally a fan of glazed terracotta, but that really does work. And outside again, this just mass of glass. We've got more doors here. This is potions. So inside here, yeah, we've got some potion making abilities. Excellent. And if I move outside, I suspect there's more doors with more things. For example, this one over here. What's this one telling me? Nether portal. Oh, and it's fancy. And you've got more than one. In fact, you've got 4. Dude, that's just greedy. The obligatory enchanting room in the middle, and I love what you've done with this. The use of these glow berries here gives it a real nice texture. And I tell you what, the white offset here with this quartz, that's good. I like that very much. And we've got a library. I expect we're going to see some librarians in here. Yeah, we are. For some trading, maybe? Yeah, all fully whacked out, I imagine. And what's going on underneath, I hear you ask? Well, this is where all of the farms are. Weirlig's got a farm for all this stuff, right? So he's done it right here. And it's really beautifully set out, actually. It's very organised. Everything in its place. Plenty of iron, plenty of wheat, plenty of cactus, plenty of bamboo, everything you could possibly need. And obviously anybody that makes builds of this sort of scale needs monstrous storage. I actually really like the fact that you've used this gorgeous red mangrove wood for your signs. That offsets, I've never done that. I might have to do that in the future. I'm totally going to magpie that. Nice trim on that armour as well. Seriously, more storage. So it's not, obviously, if you want storage, you've got to have lots of storage, right? Not just a little bit of storage. You've got to have plenty of storage. So here's more storage. Weirlig, I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for being part of the server. Really, really appreciate you coming on and building to this scale. Please do come and do it in the current brand new season as well. I'd love to see what you can do. And last, but by no means least, we are coming to see RS Jankowski, who has spread themselves around more than just a little bit, which is absolutely fine. You spread yourself out as much as you want. This is kind of the area that I was sent to first. We've got the beginnings of a very kind of Japanesey style base, again in keeping with the style of the spawn area. In there we've got our enchantment going on, just the beginnings of an enchanting setup, plus the nether portal, plus another couple of little buildings as well, including that really lovely little bridge. That's nice, I like that. We've got towers protecting these two hills so they can fire down on any invaders that come down the valley. I like that very much. We've got plenty of growth there of that twisted. Excellent. Also got a little bit of using up some of the nether blocks, I think, because that's continuing up there. I imagine you're growing all of that wood on that side, right? And right here we have got a copper and armor farm that was very kindly credited by Irish Jankowski to Ian Exafor, who is just a superb YouTuber with some fantastic farms. And it's one of those easy but very complex ones that I sometimes struggle to work out how it works. But if I come inside, basically, oh no, we've got some signs. If no zombie in the watered area, find one, or even better, 4 to 5 and lure them into the area. So that's this area here. Zombies lured, well, drowns now, but I think that's the idea. Close the gate, close the door, then head through the trap door. So head through the trap door headed. Move into the corner with armor stand. Use sword about every 3 seconds. Use farmer to farm with the colour to reduce lag. Okay, I'm assuming what it does is it uses the armor stand as an entity, and you can batter the armor stand and it automatically hits the drowned as well. Have I just worked it out? Do I win £5? There is something about the gurgling of a drowned, isn't there, that just, oh, totally does me. And I also know that RS is really rather pleased with this little animal farming area that they've put together, which I think is really pretty. RS not been on the server for very long at all. So this is all relatively new. We've already got a diamond clad horse, which is not too shabby. We've got a really nice farm area here with an actual farm and a farmer in it. I like that. And again, in keeping all of that wood, the warped wood, the crimson wood, a future site for animal food farm. Well, I think it's working really good. I'm really sorry that you've not managed to finish it off, RS Jankowski, but the new server's up, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do on that one. For someone that's not had very long on the server, you've done a fair bit of building, mate, including what I assume is a quite funky ice farm. Love it. What a tour. What a server. You people are so amazing at building. I really love having a good old wander around, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we do very soon on the brand new server. As I've already mentioned, if you want to get involved in the brand new server, and if you've made it to this point in the video, I reckon you must be at least half interested. Everything you need to know is on avomance.com, or you can come down into the Discord. Everybody will love to welcome you. Open to my Redstone patrons and above. Just for completeness, this is what I started making myself. It's okay, a little Japanese village. It got going, it got moving. What I didn't actually manage to get going was, well, anything that was really finished, unfortunately. I had massive plans for this big tiered village, ending up with a big old palace at the top with a huge footprint and the village going down both sides. Next time. With that, I'm going to bid you farewell. Thank you for making it to this part of what is a very long video, but very worth it because these guys are amazing. I'm glad you had the opportunity to meet all of them, and I will look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.